So Mel, I'm gonna have to have you do your stain roll.
Okay. Alrighty. That's 2 successes and a fail. So,
Hmm,
yeah.
that's not good. Because you have 3 stains.
Yep.
So what happens is effectively through some manner, and I will leave it up to you to decide exactly how this happens, but your character kind of becomes numb to the inhuman actions that they have taken. Whether that's through distancing themselves from it, um, becoming indifferent to it, or some other sort of course of events. Effectively, that part of you just dies a little bit. And as such, you can clear all of your stains, including the formerly permanent one.
Yep.
However, you are now going to have to lower your humanity from 7 to 6.
Okay.
And I don't believe that's one of the major humanity thresholds, so I don't think it changes a whole lot. Um,
I've already found a way to frame it.
all right.
So,
Um, and I suppose now we will do rouse checks, and we will see exactly how the two of you are faring.
Pass.
pass.
All right. The two of you do not incur any hunger. And I'm going to ask which one of you would like to go first as we go into what you do over the course of the week of rest.
Um,
I'll go first.
I'll let Avery go first. Mel's kind of just staying in bed for a minute.
Uh, both of us said the other can go first. What are we doing?
That's a great question. Um,
Yeah, I'll just um for this day, Mel's just tending the garden, though they have now set up a inside garden inside the coterie.
mm,
So they've been tracking a bunch of dirt over the week and been cleaning it up, but every now and then while in the middle of transition, there's just dirt trails.
um, so you are going about your motions, trying to tend to the garden, and you will hear a knock on the like the door frame, the entryway to the room that you've claimed as the garden.
Yeah.
You turn to look and you see that it's Chris. And he says, "Hey Mel, you're kind of there's a lot of dirt."
Oh, I'm working on it. I just was trying to get these weeds out. Mel holds up this like 10-foot long trail of that one weed grass that just sort of becomes a chain.
Hmm. Ah, um. So, are you guys okay? Because I haven't really heard much
It
from
was
any of you.
it was a long night.
Fair enough.
Avery will do the most of the explaining. I think that's for the best.
Also fair enough. Um, hopefully Noel should be back. If not tonight, then tomorrow night.
Oh, goody. More training. Mel seems to actually brighten up from this. Which,
And hopefully not too many more papers to pour through.
Chris should note that every time that they've done the training, Mel seems to be more and more like haunted in thousand-yard stares afterwards. So Mel's excitement here should be weird.
I thought,
Sorry.
it's fine. I thought you were a little bit more out about that, like, necromancy stuff.
The coterie could use it. We need it.
I mean, that's fair enough. I'll jump over to you, Avery. What are you doing?
I mean, Avery's probably just going through the motions, training the octopus and the dogs, and spending time with Levi and her wife. Probably checking in on Sebastian occasionally over text message.
Sebastian will tell you that he's doing all right. Making a swifter recovery than one would expect. But he is still... Several bones are broken in several places.
Understood. Can I hunt also?
Yes.
Let's see here, where's my hunt stuff? So intelligence, survival.
Mm-hmm.
Crit success, pass.
Okay.
And a critical
You managed...
bestial fail, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah, that's not gonna matter. You managed to find a preferred target that you can make an attempt to snatch up.
Stamina, stealth. God, I gotta improve these stats. Critical bestial success and a success.
Well, let's see if you need that critical. Fortunately for you, you do not. So you manage to get the jump on him. And you have the opportunity to feed. I'm assuming you take a safe sip?
Yep.
Alright, so you can recover 2 points maximum of
I just
hunger.
need one.
Also, Dylan got back to me about 15 minutes ago, saying that he'd be back within an hour. So
He just
should be
texted me literally 3 minutes ago and said, "I'll be there momentarily."
Awesome.
So.
To me, that means I'll see him at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always a chance.
I know. I'm just. My experience with organizing D&D games has put me at that level of cynicism when people say they'll show up on time or give a certain amount of time.
Especially Dylan.
I'm recording?
That's fine. I give him shit about it all the time.
I used to give Mac shit about it all the time with my campaign. He was always the one where I was like, okay, I need to tell Mac that we're having session at 5:30, so we can have session at 6.
God bless. Yeah, that was rough. I remember every single time.
Do you go by the coterie at all?
Nope.
All right. So I guess I'd ask, is there anything that the two of you want to do specifically, as time is progressing?
Let me check my character sheet real quick, because I think I picked up something really cool and I want to have Mel testing it out. Oh, though, just as a thing, Mel's repairing the bus.
Yeah. That is something that I'd probably say you'd want to roll. Probably intelligence technology?
Could I make an argument for craft?
Yes, absolutely.
One, two, three, four. 4 successes, 1 bestial crit.
4 successes. Alright, 1 bestial crit. So you're able to put work in. With 4 successes, you're able to basically get, fortunately, because the car was only flipped, as opposed to being outright wrecked, it's
The frame's
wasn't
intact.
too hard
Yes.
it wasn't too hard to make sure that everything was functioning again. Had to do a lot of work on the body, but fortunately most of the important stuff was spared.
Mel's just meticulously vacuuming the inside, knowing how many glass shards are everywhere.
Yeah. to have to clean
Um,
up not just the shattered windows, but also all of your equipment.
yes. Most of this week is basically cleaning it out and making sure that everything's intact.
Yeah. As for you, Avery, what are you doing with the remainder of your time?
I mean, pretty evenly the same. Training, keeping the wife happy, checking in with allies to see if there's anything they need done, making the rounds.
All right. Um, so I would say as towards the end of this stint of time, Mel, you're putting in the finishing touches, repainting the outside of your car, and you hear the lift come down. And when you look, you see the in her tactical armor, you can see Null, except she is drenched in this heinous mixture of what looks like the juices of raw meat, the essentially the grease that's left over after most of the blood has been drained away, the rancid smell permeating the lobby. You can also see that there is ketchup and mustard and other condiments interspersed in this mixture. And she walks to the middle of the room, takes off her helmet, and there is just this look of absolute sorrow in her eyes.
That is one vile evil burger.
Evil burger.
Uh, Showers that way. Uh, do you mind if I preserve some of that grease?
I don't I don't know how useful it's gonna be, but sure. She like tentatively holds out the helmet towards you.
Mel takes a test tube and scoops out, filling the test tube full.
The
Scoops out some
smell
grease.
is absolutely revolting. You have a feeling that if you had a more delicate constitution, you would probably be vomiting right now. And as you're scooping this horrible substance into the into the test tube, um you see Chris come out of his room and he says, "Holy fucking shit, what happened to you?" There was a man made out of burgers. What? It's fine. I I killed him, but that's I got the data.
Mel
Um
points towards the book they've been using to study rituals and goes, page 243. You're not welcome.
oh, what?
In the ritual book, there is a flesh golem
Oh,
ritual.
I don't. That's kind of the horrible part. I don't think it was one of those. It was.
Oh no.
It was live. And I think it used to be a person. It was the manager.
Those times in which I wonder if why Silas just sort of disappears sometimes. He would have answers for that.
Maybe I'll
That's-
ask him next time he pops up.
I was going to show him the grease anyway.
I'm gonna let everybody else know that Null's back, and that things have happened. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be back in a couple hours. Or maybe days. You see Null sadly shuffling towards the showers, leaving pools of grease in her wake. Avery, you receive a message from Chris.
What does it say?
Null's back from her mission. Apparently some weird, bad things happened, but it was successful. Come by if you want to.
Avery sighs, looks at the message, glances at Aradia. I'm going into town. Want to come along?
I would like to. It would be nice to finally step out of the house again.
Great. I'll text Levi and Autumn. And she does.
You call them and they come by. And I'm assuming that you're gonna just ride straight to the coterie.
Probably, but she's also gonna text Macaria and say, when you have the time, I'd like to inquire about something.
Alright, you send that message out. And you arrive at the coterie. You notice grease stains in the shape of footprints, and they stink like hell, leading all the way to the elevator.
Avery's gonna find one of the closest security guys and tell him to deal with it.
They give a nod. And immediately when they actually approach one of the pools, they immediately start dry heaving.
Avery just shakes her head and heads inside.
The four of you head down, and you see Chris and Mel currently in the lobby. More
Mel's
of these footprints.
Mel's got a mop bucket and a broom and a mop. And seems to be working on another mess
Avery!
Glances around the room. Walks over to Chris. Where is she?
She's in the shower. Showers. It was, it was pretty bad.
Avery's gonna sigh and look at
Evil burger.
Levi and Autumn and say, help them out. And she's gonna walk in the direction of those.
Levi also smells the air and he says, oh God! Oh, it smells like the back of a fucking Burger King.
You have a lot of experience with those, Avery says as she walks down the hallway.
Unfortunately. You head down the hallway. Are you heading, like, into the shower room?
Yeah, she's not gonna, like, go fully in. She's just gonna knock on the door and then, like, lean against the wall inside where she can hear her.
Yeah, you knock and you hear, the pitiful response of, yeah.
She, like I said, leans against the wall and says, so, better than being dead?
That's debatable.
You, coming out of there anytime soon, or?
It feels like no matter what I do, I can still smell it.
Yeah, that'll probably last a couple days.
Great. I know what the evil burgers are for now, I'm pretty sure.
Weird, burger people? She says, speculating.
So I was trying to sneak into the back of the restaurant, and then the guy who was the only guy there, it was weird. There was nobody there, and he was there working the counter, and he said he was the manager. And then I just pretended to have a normal conversation with him until he went to the back, and then I tried to sneak in. And then apparently he was able to tell I was there. I don't know how. And then he started screaming about being a worm in human skin. And then he started screaming about how they were chewing on his lungs. And then he tried to kill me. And he started, like, he looked like a normal person until I mean, he was stronger, but not by much. And when I cut him, he just started spewing out, like, rancid meat and condiments.
Gross.
Yeah. I don't think I want to go into a restaurant ever again.
Well, good thing you can't eat, huh?
Yeah. If I could still eat food, I don't think I'd ever do it again.
Avery shakes her head. Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're not dead.
Thanks.
Just take it easy, she says, and grabs the handle for the door.
I will.
She's gonna head back
Um,
out.
You head back into the lobby, and you see Chris is currently flipping through the folder in his hands, which also is notably covered in grease stains. And you can see Autumn and Levi both currently wearing gas masks as they are scrubbing the floors.
Avery just shakes her head watching them.
So, what exactly happened last week?
Is that Chris asking?
Yeah.
She glances at him. Could you be more specific?
I mean, you guys went out to go deal with the bat squatch, and then you kind of just went radio silent, except for, well, you know, everybody came back all messed up.
Avery doesn't say anything. She reaches into her pocket, grabs something out of it, and tosses it to him.
He catches it.
It is a tooth that she took from him.
Holy shit, this thing's massive!
Yep.
Is this from what I think it's from?
She looks at him, waiting to see if he'll be more specific.
Did Bat Squatch really fuck you guys up that badly?
No. Nothing was left from him.
Oh. Wait, is this from... Did you guys actually kill that wolf?
She just gives him a look that he should be able to tell he's correct.
Holy shit. You know, I've talked to a lot of vampires on the net, and none of them have actually seen one get taken down by another vampire.
What's going on?
Vanitas.
Hello.
So, I'm gonna jump to you real quick. Make me a rouse check.
All right, let's get a rouse check. That is a fail.
Your tummy is making the rumblies.
His tummy is indeed making the rumbling. Oh shit! Oh.
Oh.
Nope. We lost Mel.
Ah. Mel spontaneously explodes.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Mel spontaneously unexplodes.
The Big Bang of Mel.
Yeah.
So Vanitas, I'll jump to you real quick. So we initially, the way we started off the session was we gave a week, where you guys were just recuperating and doing anything on the side. So I
Yeah.
was going to ask, first of all, if you have any injuries, you can go ahead and heal those.
Betty.
I'm going to be doing a ruling that whenever you guys have like an extended amount of time where you're resting, like a week or so, you can forego taking any actions for a day to be able to just heal without having to make the rolls.
Cool. Sweet. Thankfully, I don't think I
Um,
actually took any damage from the werewolf last time, so I'm chilling.
Awesome. So second question is, do you have any stains?
Yes.
So I'm going to need you to make me a humanity check.
All right. What is it? My humanity.
It is
and
the
dice?
missing. It is the missing
Missing.
number from your humanity.
That's right. Yeah.
Including the stains, and you have to
Okay.
beat the number of stains.
Okay. Wrong dice. Okay. Oh, okay. 2 crits and a success.
All right, yeah. So you're easily able to preserve your humanity
Somehow.
somehow. And in the meantime, leading up to this meeting, was there anything that you did during your downtime over the course of the week?
I feel like there's something I thought of last time, but I don't remember, so he's probably just hanging around, not really doing much.
Fair enough. So, I'm gonna say tonight's the night.
Tonight's
You wake
the
up
night.
and you receive a message from Chris saying that Null has come back from her mission and that things have gone interestingly,
As they do.
and invites you to come by the coterie.
He will go that direction.
And you get there, and you notice a lot of your security guys, the people who are in the know, keeping an eye on the hospital, are currently busy mopping something out of the asphalt.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And as you continue towards the elevator, you notice horrible smelling greasy footprints leading towards the elevator.
Love that. He's gonna head that direction.
And as you take the elevator down, you are met with the party.
Did somebody forgo a shower?
Getting a shower would be more specific.
Right.
Noel got
What?
attacked by a burger person.
Hey, what's now? A burger person?
Yeah, like a guy made out of burgers, or maybe he was turning into burgers.
Like the actual burgers or just the beef?
I didn't ask her.
She didn't elaborate on the point.
All right.
Mel
good
sweeps
to
up
know.
some more dirt.
How do you all happen to run into strange, I dare say, whimsical monsters every time I'm out?
I mean, to be fair, it was just Noel this time.
I guess that's fair. So, what are we doing now?
Cleaning.
Well, that, yeah. Also, I was going to try and... I've got an idea cooking up, that may be stupid, but I think it's going to get us on track to figuring out all of this stuff.
Well, you've caught my interest.
Also, real quick hypothetical: would you call Bat Squatch or Sasquatch something that has a soul?
I mean, in
Just a
in the same way that
hypothetical.
like an animal would. I mean, they're basically just like really big gorillas, right? They don't like talk or anything, do they?
Can an animal become a vampire?
I mean, they can become a ghoul.
What about a vampire Bat Squatch?
Bat Squatch is a vampire?
Was.
Huh. I mean, I've heard stories about things that were not human becoming vampires. But I assumed that they were made up.
Glad to what's that word? Disillusion you of that.
Does that mean you can get vampire werewolves?
Mel's got that look of don't go there.
I'm just imagining everybody in the room gets like 1,000-yard stare.
Terrifying. Not a fan.
Anyways, it's not important at the moment. I still have to iron some things out in my plan. And also, kind of decipher a whole lot more. But I'm thinking maybe we might need to do a little bit of an infiltration mission.
I love those.
It seems like every time we do one, we do it poorly, but I love trying.
Oh, I'm sure we could figure it out. But that's, like I said, something further down the line. It's still a whole lot more I need to do. In the meantime, I'd probably recommend you guys just focus on, things that don't involve potentially dying.
Well, I hope
Yeah,
not.
fair enough.
I'd rather not.
Mel gets back to sweeping up the dirt. Avery's talking with Noel right now. They should be out. If you want to try to talk, go ahead. But
Avery would have come back by now.
She's there, she's just not saying anything.
Mel notes their inattentiveness and then gets back to sweeping.
I'm totally not sensing any strange tension here.
Avery glances at Vanitas and then shrugs and looks back to Chris. Did you need anything else? She says, holding her hand back out for the tooth.
He hands it back to you and he says, I mean, I don't have anything off the top of my head that I need you to do for me.
Cool. I have work to do then. And she's gonna head for the door.
Oh, okay.
Vanitas is going to follow Avery.
Avery's on her phone, texting, leaning against the wall outside the coterie, waiting for a response.
You do get a response from Makaria. She says she's free for whatever you wanted to do.
Avery says coffee in quotes with a question mark.
You get a response back, I'll be there.
Avery slides her phone back into her pocket and glances at Vanitas. What's up?
Well, I thought I was just going to ask, is everything alright?
She gives him a very hard look.
Point taken. What's going on between the two of you?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Mel? She says, and texts Levi that she's ready to go.
He looks back and forth and then walks towards Mel.
Well, sweeping.
How's the custodian work going?
You should see the Guardian in the garden. I got it all set up.
Oh, excellent. That's awesome. What's going on between you two? Specifically with you. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I said some things to Avery, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to talk about them just yet with her.
Well,
But no, things are fine now.
What did you say exactly?
Do you remember a conversation I had with you when we dealt with the masquerade breach? Like,
Indeed.
third week we've worked together?
Yes.
How often do you think I've broken that rule since?
Twice?
See, that's the thing. I'd say once, but maybe twice. But I get it now. We gotta protect the coterie. We gotta protect the masquerade. I can't be living by my ideals anymore. So it's no big deal.
Well, your ideals are clearly important to you, so I would say maybe come up with a compromise for yourself. Of course, you can't follow them word by word, but you could still follow them.
I have come up with a compromise. If it's to protect the coterie, I'll do it. Okay?
Alright, well, just don't let yourself get compromised in the process. If you feel you need to step away, I won't stop you.
I appreciate that. But we got things to do. And
But you're right.
unfortunately for me, most of that is cleaning up.
Well, you can have Sebastian help you, or else some other staff that can assist.
I
Let
could
me know
use
if
the
you need
help.
anything. I will be around. You'll walk out to go find Avery again.
Avery's still waiting on Levi to get his shit together and Aradia.
You'll head out to see everybody gathering around Avery. Aradia, Levi, and Autumn.
Are you coming with to this little rendezvous? I mean, it does
Might as
partially
well.
concern you.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do anyway. My schedule's clean, so
Just behave
I'll
yourself.
follow. I'll make sure of it.
She shrugs. After all, it's just coffee.
Just coffee. Right.
Air quotes.
It's never just one thing. But I'll take your word for it.
Avery turns to the other three and says, Alright, I'm gonna go meet with the boss. You're welcome to come with, or you can stay here. It's up to you three.
They'll decide to go with you.
All three of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna hop into the car and let Vanatos sit wherever he wants.
Yeah.
You all pile into the car and make your way towards the coffee shop. Mel, as you're sweeping, you see Noel coming out of the hallway in her street clothes. I think I'm gonna have to burn that armor.
I'd recommend that anyway. I get flashbacks.
Yeah, it doesn't bring back great memories, but it's been useful.
I'm not good at it, per se, but I could help you make a new one.
That would be nice. Maybe we can get the guys that follow Avery around to give us some equipment.
Ooh, yeah. But I'm saying we specialize it. Make it work for you. Vampire powers and all.
That would be nice. So, what did I miss?
You remember hiring that werewolf? Well, working with that werewolf.
You just see she makes a face.
Yeah. Yeah. That thing. We
He
got-
came back.
Yeah. We got into a big fight.
And you.
He's dead now.
Her eyes were already wide when you said you got into a fight. They are gigantic. You killed that thing?
Not easily. Avery literally had to be brought back from the dead. Dead. Torpor, but like cut in half torpor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing killed, like, a lot like a lot of vampires.
I believe you.
How did you do it?
He chased us in my haven. Harder to like deal damage when you're busy running most of the time. And then we surrounded him with like 40, 50 people. He did murder an entire like battalion of like soldiers, I think they were.
Oh,
Don't
I
don't
mean,
mention it to any higher ups. It was a clear masquerade breach. I'm not gonna talk about it.
I'm pretty sure that if any of them knew I was here, I would probably be in trouble.
Also true.
So you actually killed it.
We have physical evidence, as Avery has shown.
Huh. I mean, that's actually kind of a relief.
It is. Like, no offense to you guys, but I felt like I could safely hide from you, at least for a time. Hiding from someone who just has your scent, not as easy.
Yeah, we felt the same way. I mean, we were just as scared of him as you were. Probably more, actually.
I mean, you worked, well, air quotes, with him. I don't think I'd
Yeah,
ever want to do that.
yeah. Especially because he wasn't working for us. He was working for the people up top.
Yeah.
And if they decided we weren't useful, it would have been
Good
bad.
point. That would have been. Mel's remembering the guts spilling out of the one guy. Yeah, no, that wouldn't have been pleasant. Like, I'd like to think it would be a swift death, but knowing him, he'd be left to rot for a week, or at least, like, he'd find you, he'd take you to a cave, put you there, and then leave you to rot.
I heard him say once that he liked vampires because we were harder to kill.
Mel's just got that sort of disgusted but like analyzing look, like, oh good lord.
Yeah. Maybe you should take a break from cleaning. We can try and put some work on study.
Yes, please. I need some distraction.
Yeah, I need to have something to distract me from the fact that I smell like burger.
Mel just sniffs, goes, yeah, we need to do something about that too.
I don't
It's
know
too
how to
bad.
get it to go away. I used bleach. I doused myself in bleach and it still smells.
You know, again, this is why Silas disappears at all the worst times, because he's a chemist. He must know a chemical. I know sweet-smelling poisons. I can at least make you, like, a counter smell. But that doesn't work that well.
I will try anything at this point.
Let me
in the meantime,
let me throw something together. And in the meantime, Mal's gonna do that later.
in the
In the
meantime, Avery, Thanatos, you arrive at the coffee shop.
The coffee is coffeeing.
The coffee is coffeeing. Avery, you lead Vanitas to the private room where you will see Makaria. Vanitas, this is, I'm pretty sure, the first time that you're seeing her.
No,
Yes.
he was.
No?
I couldn't remember if he was around for the,
He got arrested with everybody else when we went to go see the prince.
Right, yes.
Oh, yeah,
He was
that's
around
right.
for the arrest. So this is
Mhm.
the second time that you've seen her.
Yes.
Avery walks in and nods to Makaria and says, "Boss, I hope you don't mind. I brought a tag along."
Venitas waves.
It's Mr. Roosevelt.
He nods.
I can make him sit in the car if it makes you feel better.
No, it's fine. Just not the kind of company I was expecting.
Neither was I, she says as she takes a seat.
I had nothing else to do.
So, what was it you wanted to discuss?
Oh, two topics, but the first one actually does concern him a bit. Our coterie is on the grounds of his sire. Property that we appropriated from her, correct?
Yes. Well, more accurately, property that the prince demanded that she offer up.
And I understand there's an unsolved murder that took place in our territory that hasn't had much progress made on it.
That is correct.
Considering this is under my jurisdiction now, I would like to take a crack at it.
Well, normally, not being of Toreador blood yourself, you might see a little bit of backlash. But considering that you are within a coterie with a child of a respected member of the clan, I think that that would earn you at least their tolerance, if not their cooperation.
It's worth a shot, right?
If it puts somebody to justice.
Do you have any files or leads that I might get my hands on in regards to the case?
Yes, I can gather those up and have them sent to you.
Perfect. Is there any other business I can attend to for you, boss?
Hmm. At the moment... Not off the top of my head, although... Mr. Roosevelt, I do recall a case coming up. Well, multiple. An awful lot of people disappear around your club, don't they?
Well, it is a busy place. Not much I can really do about it when there's so many people coming in and out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you should probably keep a closer eye.
I'll make sure to do so.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
Not at all. Just trying to settle into my role, I suppose. I know how busy you are.
I appreciate your eagerness to help. I definitely think that sorting out this Toreador matter would be a major step in the right direction.
Of course. We don't leave murders unattended. Shall I poke my head in and say hello to your brother, or is he busy?
I'm sure you could get away with stopping by.
She nods a bit. Well, if you need something done, just let me know.
Of course.
Avery's gonna nod at Vanitas and get up.
He'll nod back and get up.
She'll walk back out to the rest of the group and say, "You've met Saif, haven't you?"
Vanitas?
Yeah.
Once.
I can't remember.
I feel like
That's
you
okay.
haven't, but
I know.
Have I not? I
I'm
remember
pretty
hearing
sure
the name.
Silas has, because he went with you for the interrogation, and
Oh, that's
Saif
right,
showed
yeah.
up for a time during that, but I don't think that
Yeah.
Vanitas has met him.
I remember hearing
Vanitas has
But I
heard
guess
the
not.
name, though,
Yeah. I've
because
heard of him.
Avery's talked about him a couple times.
Yeah.
well, you handled a meeting with the sheriff. What's a meeting with a primogen? She says, smirking and heading across the street to the courthouse.
Oh, this will be quite fun.
The two of you cross the street over towards the courthouse, and you head to the back where the keypadded door is. Punch in the code, stepping inside.
She's gonna head to his office.
You head up to his office and give a knock at the door before stepping inside. Avery, It's very good to see you.
And you. Apologies, I have a shadow today, it seems.
Hello.
Mr. Rosefeld. You are a very unexpected visitor.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is all mine. One of my subordinates spoke with you a while back.
I believe I remember that.
I recall you requested our assistance in dealing with a matter that the prince had sent you on. A masquerade breach.
Indeed, yes, quite.
Well, so what do I owe the pleasure of the two of you stopping by?
Well, it seems I'm going to be looking into the murder of the primogen of Thanatos' clan. I was curious if you had any insight for me.
I see. Well, unfortunately, due to my business being mostly within our clan, I haven't had the opportunity of looking in quite as much as my sister. Although I do have some experience regarding certain Toreadors, especially your sire, Mr. Rosefeld.
Sorry, I missed some of that. I was reading something.
He said he doesn't know a whole lot about the case. However, he does know things about your sire.
Ah. What do you know about her, perhaps?
Well, when I was still mortal, I had noticed during my work within the government that your sire is involved in quite a few, shall we say, questionable professions.
That sounds like her.
Not that I would wish to suggest that such questionable morality would be indication of willingness to commit more dire crimes, but, well, I mean no offense in suggesting that I would certainly like to question her if I was the one on the case.
I could possibly arrange something, speak to her about it, though her attention does not lie at the top.
Well, I'm sure that you know your sire better than I do.
Well, vaguely so. But I do know that she has more grand ideas than meddling with most of our politics down below.
I see. As for the others, they are a precocious lot. During my time before taking my sire's place, quite a bit of, shall we say, straining against the grain is done by the Toreadors.
I will not reject that idea.
every now and then they have to be reminded that there are laws in place for a reason. Although, as I've said, this does not necessarily mean that they are all problems.
Well, knowing my kith and kin, it is entirely likely that they could be involved in it. They should not be taken off the table.
I am, from my recollection of the incident, I am fairly certain that this killing was done from within. Perhaps not necessarily by another kindred, but somebody who knew the victim person.
Interesting.
Of course, it is unfortunately not particularly uncommon for Childer or even ghouls to act in this way against their sires. That being said, so far from the investigations that we have been able to conduct, we can't seem to find anybody that would fit with that.
I may have missed a few. Apologies for the interruption. I may have missed a few details from the murder, but how exactly was the crime scene?
The victim had been staked from behind, knocked into torpor instantaneously, and then their head was removed.
How? Cleanly? Was it ripped off?
Cut. A ornamental sword that was a possession of the victim was used to remove the head.
But was
Do
it
you know if-
clean by somebody who was strong like us? Or was it labored?
I'm afraid it's hard to say. It was slow, deliberate. Not forceful enough for a sudden, clean decapitation, but also not a struggle, I suppose.
That implies that it was not done out of anger. Yeah, it's not drunk. I think it may have been a political message. If it were my sire, she would have made an art piece out of it.
It's possible. Of course, it's also possible that they had undocumented Childer or undocumented ghouls that we had not accounted for. Although we would think that they would have turned up by now. It's rather difficult to be unaccounted for in Camarilla territory. People tend to issue us reports when they notice that somebody's been feeding on their humans.
Understandable.
And as for a ghoul, well, if they killed their sire, they would be looking for someone else to slake the thirst.
Well, I suppose we have our work cut out for us then.
Indeed. But I have full confidence that you will find what you're looking for.
Would it be amiss of me to think that the prince might have some information that you don't? I had considered utilizing the successful disposal of an enemy of the Camarilla as leverage for some information.
It's possible. The prince certainly does not tell us everything that he knows. And I'm certain that he gathers more information than we believe he does. I'm also certain that those within the Toreador would know more themselves.
I can arrange a meeting with my sire. She has her ways of getting around that might be useful in obtaining information.
True, but what happens if your sire is involved?
Well,
Not that she
suppose
would
time will tell.
outright tell you.
No, she wouldn't. She's secretive. There's many things about her not even I know. No, she would make a theater out of it. What I believe, at least.
Well, I suppose I can hold off, unless there's any other information you think might be worthy of trying to get out of the prince at this time, she says, glancing back to Saif.
I would be cautious about attempting to coax information from him. He can be difficult.
I am painfully
But-
aware.
If you are reasonably confident that you could obtain something from him, I believe it would be an option.
I suppose we can leave that as option 2. Though I feel that utilizing the death of our nuisance is best used when fresh.
It could also potentially be complicated, implicating yourself in that incident.
Avery leans back, shoving her hands in her pockets. You mean to tell me a Camarilla member being attacked by a werewolf and then utilizing what tools she had not to die and managing to kill it isn't something he can take advantage of?
That's why I say it's complicated. On one hand, talent such as yours, as your group's, is unprecedented, to say the least. On the other, some within the Camarilla hold the Masquerade to such a high regard that even in cases where it would be beneficial or perhaps even necessary to strain in the opposite direction, they would think better to sacrifice all to preserve it. I'm not quite sure where the prince lies on that spectrum, but considering the whispers about an Archon, I'm not sure how much longer his personal stance might matter.
Fair enough.
That being said, I said it's complicated, not a death sentence. You seem to know how to use what you've accomplished well. So I would trust you to make the right decision regarding how you approach that subject.
I'll see what I can get out of the Toreadors first. He hasn't called on me to report to him, surprisingly. So, I will wait and utilize that at a decent time, I suppose.
He seems to have been preoccupied.
Yes, terribly busy.
I'm afraid that even I'm not particularly privy to the things going on behind the scenes.
And that's probably for the better.
Most likely.
Well, I will let you get back to your duties.
Yes. It was a pleasure being able to speak again.
As always.
You seem to be in better shape than when we first spoke since the incident.
She glances at him, and her mask slips a teensy bit for just a second. And then she straightens, says, "Well, I have work to do. Can't afford to be in any other condition, can I?"
I know that feeling. I won't keep you any longer. Give me my regards to your wife.
I will do so. She starts to walk out, and she says over her shoulder, "Oh, and Bat Squatch is real, and it's no longer a problem."
I'm sorry, what?
She laughs under her breath and starts to walk out.
You step out. Vanitas, do you follow?
He said BRB, I don't know if he's back yet.
I'll just jump back over to Mel. Mel, is there anything that you're getting up to at the moment?
Mel was going to create a sort of poison perfume thing.
All right. I would say that would probably be medicine, intelligence medicine, or intelligence craft, or science.
I think we'll go with craft. We'll just go with craft.
All right.
How'd that happen?
Oh.
A steal success, B steal fail.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. How?
What did I miss?
Mel just probably made things worse.
Oh God. What happened?
So So, Mel was attempting to concoct a perfume to mask the smell of burger. And rolled a bestial success and a bestial fail.
Oh god. Now you smell like burger.
So you're trying to figure out how to neutralize the smell, and you decide to try and essentially try and figure out what exactly would neutralize the grease. And as you're attempting to experiment on it, and you add some of this grease to the beaker, and you're trying to break it down and figure out what chemicals might neutralize the odor, it just explodes. And explodes into a cloud of this heinous smelling vapor. It is it's infinitely worse than what you were able to produce with the stink bombs.
Mel invented liquid ass.
Oh no! Hang on, when was that actually invented? Because you might have beat him to it.
I think it was the early 2000s.
Oh, good lord.
Hang on. It was invented in 2016?
Oh, the first product was 2005.
2005, yes. It was adopted by the military in 2016.
Yeah.
Yes, you beat him to the punch. You invented it first. And it is so much worse.
Now you can sell this.
It reeks of rancid meats and just the worst fast food smells imaginable. And it is all over you.
Mel's walking out, waving air, trying to get it. Yep, never gonna try that again.
Oh no, now it's happened to both of us.
I don't think we can leave. I think if we leave, we'll just draw attention to everything.
Is this what it's like to be a Nosferatu?
Mel glances over at Chris.
Chris is got his face buried in the files, and then he just looks up. Huh? I don't smell that bad, do I?
No. Really shower. I don't think anyone can smell this bad after showering at least once.
You'd be surprised. But also, yeah, I've never smelled anything that bad.
Well, I'm going to get some nose plugs.
I'm half tempted to just try to rip my nose off.
I mean, could we just not breathe at all?
Oh yeah, I forget that we can do that. But I have to breathe to talk.
Yeah.
Sign language.
Mel and Noel just go completely mute to avoid the smell.
Mel is fluent.
Hang on, would Noel know sign language?
At least military, like, hand signals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Mel was a doctor, right? They would at least know some ASL.
Mel
Yeah.
would. I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
no.
of Noel.
Oh,
Noel
Noel.
would.
Oh. Yeah, probably just military hand signs.
Oh god, it's happening again. There's two names that are similar.
Oh god.
Kane and Keith, and now we have Mel and Noel.
And fucking Mariana and Marianne.
Yeah. We've got a lot
Ah.
of M's in the Mel backstory.
Thank God I went into the French French culture.
The thing is, I took two different names from two different cultures, and they wound up sounding exactly the same. Um, Avery, are you heading back to the Are you heading back to the coterie?
Yeah, to drop Vanitas off.
Yeah. So you arrive. The smell is worse now.
Good.
Oh, what died in here? Or what died again in
Mel.
here?
Mel, hand signals, don't ask.
Against my better judgment, I probably shouldn't.
We tried to fix it, and it got worse.
I can see that. Oh, I can smell that.
Yeah, I don't think I can leave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you walk around smelling like that, it's probably gonna be like an instant masquerade violation.
Yeah. I'm going to try and figure out how to get, like, the shower to work for us. Because I don't think I can make it long smelling like this. I've got things to do.
Maybe we could just like take off our skin. Is
I've
that an
done that.
option?
It's not fun, but we could do that.
Mm,
I'm going to start with the shower thing.
probably a good idea.
I'm trying my best not to let other sounds get through, so
You're good.
if I mute, that's why. Mel does have one or two things that they want to tackle,
Mm,
but it's like following up with the what are they called? Wish I had taken notes. Tremere?
the Tremere.
Mel had made that deal.
Yeah.
Mel had made that deal and wanted to at least start seeing if they had anything worthwhile
Mm,
or needing to be investigated.
okay. So I can definitely.
That can be a next session
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I think for today, Mel doesn't know what everyone else's plan is, so they're just trying to sort of rebuild, get the haven up and running.
All right. And how would you like to go about doing that?
Um, If the vehicle itself is running, I guess organize the lab. Make sure all the lab is working again. Lab and library.
Yeah, so you spend the rest of your time working on organizing and fixing everything up and trying to make sure everything's in place. Avery, Vanitas, is there anything you were planning on doing?
Yes, I'll be right back, but when I get back, I was going to contact his sire.
Mm. And Avery?
Yeah.
Avery's just waiting on the information from Macaria.
All right.
I guess she'll probably also go find Chris and see if he has any insight or can find any information.
All right, so you head over to Chris. Are you waiting for him to react? Because he has his face buried in the papers right now.
She's gonna like lean down against the table, waiting for him to notice her.
You lean down to the point where you're like looming directly above him, and then he looks up and he nearly jumps out of his seat. Oh! Avery, you startled me!
I've been here for like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I was just... There's a lot of stuff in here, and it's interesting.
Well, when you can pry yourself away from such interesting content, I need a favor.
Sure. What can I do for you?
It's Camarilla business. The murder of the Primogen. Toreador Primogen.
Right, yeah, what do you want me to try and look into regarding that?
I don't know, if you could tell me who did it, that would be great. But I'd settle for any extra information that the official channels might not have picked up.
I mean, I can try and look around for some rumors and stuff, but that's about the most I can do, at least from my computer.
I'll take it.
And I can jump on that right now, if you need me to.
I mean, I'm still waiting on the information from the sheriff, so you have time, but whenever you could get to it could be helpful.
Yeah, I'll make sure I have it all compiled.
Alright, well, I'll let you figure that out, she says, and leaves him be.
You step out back into the main lobby. Since Vanitas is still dead, is there anything else the two of you would like to do?
Avery's just kind of waiting.
Mel takes a blood sack and has one themselves. Can I actually have this as a hunt roll, real quick?
Yes.
Gotta remember what I need for hunt. Streetwise plus intelligence. Got it. Of course, then I roll well. 1 success, 3 and 2 critical successes and a bestial success.
Hang on. How many regular successes?
1.
One
And
success.
then
One.
2 critical successes and then a
Okay.
bestial success.
Okay. So you managed to succeed without the bestial.
Okay. Mel has one of their craft beer blood sacks. Tosses one at Avery and walks over and leans up against whatever wall Avery is leaning against.
Avery looks at it and gives it back.
More for me.
She doesn't say anything.
I'm working on things, and I want you to know that I was angry. We did what we had to do the other week. And it's gonna get harder from here, and I'm sorry for what I said.
Avery does not look at them. There was a time and a place for that conversation, and you chose the wrong one.
Okay? I've got other things to do. You clearly have other things to do. And if my efforts to mend whatever this is are going to be met like that,
What is there to mend, Mo? This isn't the first time we've had this little spit between us. There's nothing to mend. This is what we are. We made it very clear the last time. We're not friends. We're never going to be. We work together. And I have continued to do so.
really, because it's clear you're doing something right now that I'd say people mark as important and, work related. and I'm out of the loop again. We don't even work together. I'm doing my best, and I will try to communicate better in the future so that you know what I have planned. But you're not doing a great job of communicating with me,
Do you want me
even
to
on
tell
the best
you
of terms.
every little thing that I do? I had a
No,
meeting with my boss to go
but
get information to figure out the murder of the Toreador, which is something we already established we were going to do.
yeah, I didn't know that until just now. Thank you for telling me. I am going to go craft myself some poisons, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get into another fight soon.
Why would we?
Because that's what we do now.
As far as I'm concerned, every single fight has showed up at our door, and half of them have been unnecessary, as you so clearly stated. As far as I'm
One of them I
concerned,
clearly started, so yes, I'm aware.
I thought you wanted to sit back and take things slow, build the coterie up, and not deal with any more of that bullshit.
I'm preparing. I'm gonna go make some poisons. I'm gonna go stab a guy.
Do what you need to do.
I believe within this week, Mel has fully learned their ritual that they were learning.
Yeah, because it's 2 weeks, right? And the first week
Yeah,
passed during the previous
yeah.
passage of time. So yeah, you would have learned your ritual.
Mel's going to start work on the next one.
All right.
Which I believe for this, since they picked up the Mystic of the Void, or whatever it's called, they're able to start getting. Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I was grabbing the laundry.
Ah.
All right, continue.
But Mel's going to be learning the Binding Fetter.
All right.
Or the find a feather, because Binding Fetter is an actual like ability.
Yeah. The one that lets you find objects that are attached to ghosts.
Yeah.
So yeah, you begin this project alongside Null and Vanitas.
Yep.
You make a call.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
You
Yeah.
punch in the number, wait for a brief while before hearing the line pick up. Vanitas, it's been such a long time since you've called me.
Yes, I've been quite busy. I had a few questions, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I know. And what are these questions that you want me to answer?
Well, we've been investigating the death of our Primogen. I'm curious to know if you have any ideas as to any leads or suspects.
I see. I take it that the prince has decided to call on you for such a thing?
He did he? Was that what happened? I don't know.
No.
No. Well, it's a bit of a personal investigation, I should say.
Personal? You've never really struck me as someone particularly interested in our bloodline's politics. But by all means, what can I answer for you?
Do you ever know of anyone that might have been close to our Primogen? I know you weren't too involved that deeply, but
Oh yes, I'm nowhere near as much of an ass kisser as the rest of them. I never really bothered to try and get close with Mr. Maxwell, but well, damn near everybody else was. His closest advisors would probably be the first people that I would suspect. Everybody wants that seat, you know?
indeed. Well, from what we heard, it sounded more like a political message rather than a usurpation, at least to me.
A message.
That's what I believe.
Hmm.
I mean, they were careful and methodical rather than angry and or quick, I should say. They weren't going straight for the kill, they were taking their time to procure a message, I should say.
Well, I will say that that little incident was lacking distinctly in passion. Certainly not the way I would have gone about it. But that would raise the question. I've met many of our bloodline who have a lack of presentation. But, well, if you think it was a political message, then are you suggesting that it's someone from outside the clan?
It could certainly very well be possible. I think that he had close confidants that were kept secret, not many knew of, or somebody got in from the outside.
Well, there's many possible options. I doubt that a hunter would have got to him. I mean, a man of his age surely would have been smart enough to know not to let a hunter sneak up on him.
And it
As
seems like he
for...
let his guard down. Apologies for the interruption. It seems like he let his guard down following. I mean, as a vampire, especially of our bloodline, turning your back on anyone is just as bad as saying, hey, shoot me.
This is very true. If you think it's someone from outside the bloodline, but still kindred, well, our family has a lot of enemies. There's obviously those prudes in the Banu Hakim, the purists inside of the, well, damn near every clan. But I know the prince and his brood are particularly traditional. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them took offense to his flair, or all of our flair, and decided to threaten us. But I feel like the prince himself would have been much more direct. This kind of cloak and dagger nonsense would be a sign of weakness from someone of his status.
Unless someone was trying to clean the house. Not the prince per se, but someone high up. I mean, if they were targeting powerful people, wouldn't they, especially for their own family, if they're trying to rise the ranks, wouldn't they try to kill the other sires rather than the primogen? That's a really, really big ordeal.
Well, the succession is more chain, especially when it comes to the Tremere, but even within the Toreador, we do go by age. Somebody low on the totem pole going for somebody at the top would be, well, downright mad, if you ask me.
Yes. Unless, of course, they were trying to open a seat for someone they personally trust to get into it.
That is a possibility. I wouldn't go so far as to ask such a thing of one of mine, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of the others would be willing to do such a thing.
Well, I appreciate your insight. Is there anything else you might know? Any sketchy figures in our bloodline or adjacent?
Let's see. I'm sure I can come up with a couple of names. Perhaps I'll send you one of those electronic mails.
That could be helpful. I appreciate your time, sire.
Of course. Oh, and I do hope that you and your lovely little friends are enjoying the land that I so generously gave you.
They are making good use of it. They are appreciative.
That's good to hear. And I hope that you are ensuring that they don't ruin the aesthetics of my beautiful territory.
They have been kind to it.
Very good. If you need anything else, you know where to call me.
Indeed. See you around, sire.
Catch you around, killer.
He hangs up.
That's a bold-faced lying, you know it. There's a lot of stench here now.
Well, he wasn't gonna tell it smelled like ass.
Yeah, they're blasting this place with fucking liquid ass. I will ask if there's anything else you guys would like to do because I am kind of dying.
Oh no.
Understandable.
I've been up since like very early in the morning.
Oh damn. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good as
Mel,
well, if you need to take a nap.
Mel's needing to do their normal thing, so.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
You don't get to take a nap, however, because we have the session 0 that you have to do first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
I'm sorry, Liam.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Well, at least you're not the one actively DMing next time.
True. True.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, that is not the soda. That is the flat soda.
Gross.
Baby, did you want to do anything else?
No. Just waiting on stuff from Akari.
Alright. So, I'm going to make sure that I compile all of that for the next session, and I'm going to call it here.
All right. That was fun. You did good despite
Yeah.
being half awake.